The New York Yankees have made a surprising move by cutting relief pitcher Victor Gonzalez, and this is a bad look for Brian Cashman, Aaron Boone, and the whole Yankees, as they are going to have a lot of rotation questions that need to be answered for this bullpen for the MLB playoffs, and we have to talk about it. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to Yankees Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into the video as always, because the New York Yankees just cut Victor Gonzalez after he was just an absolutely massive disappointment for the team. The Yankees brought him in to be their best left-handed pitcher in the bullpen after they had to trade away Wandy Peralta in order to acquire Juan Soto, which obviously great move, no doubt about it. But it did obviously weaken the bullpen by losing Michael King and Wandy, and the Yankees have had bullpen problems this season, partially because they gave away some of their best bullpen arms in order to get one of the most dynamic players in baseball. Again, a correct move, but they went out there and got Victor Gonzalez, so they had a lot of high hopes for, considering the fact that Gonzalez is a very solid player, someone who can go out there and theoretically was going to throw really, really well for the team as a left-handed pitcher. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Gonzalez wasn't a solid player at all. He played horribly for the Yankees, could not get any momentum, spent a lot of time in Scranton Wilkes-Barre, and what happened because of that? This happened. The Yankees released the left-handed pitcher Victor Gonzalez, who was with Scranton and Wilkes-Barre. Now, on Gonzalez, it's important to mention, wait for it, there we go, I was hitting the wrong button, that they traded away first-round pick Trey Sweeney in a move that landed them Gonzalez. Sweeney was picked in the first round in 2019. The Yankees had an abundance of shortstops between Anthony Volpe, Oswald Peraza, Oswaldo Cabrera can play it. He's actually playing it tonight, the day this video is coming out, September 17th, along with one of their top prospects in George Lombard. Sweeney, being the odd man out, got traded for Gonzalez, and obviously this was a massive failure. Now, Sweeney ended up getting moved to the Detroit Tigers at the trade deadline, where he's been the everyday shortstop, and he's only batted 73 times in his young MLB career, and he's had a .677 OPS, and the OPS plus is 89, so obviously it's not like he's putting up some outstanding stats or anything like that, but the Yankees did give this away, a guy who's young, a young shortstop who they picked in the first round, for a guy mainly, their main guy they acquired when trading a first-round shortstop, just got cut from the team in the same season that they acquired him. That is an atrocious look for the New York Yankees. You do not want to see that happen at all. But this is what's happened. The Yankees have made a lot of trades for relief pitchers that have won very poorly, like Mark Leiter has been a disaster. They've acquired other players like De Los Santos, who got waived pretty quickly, considering he could not pitch at all for the Yankees. Every time the Yankees have gone out in the last calendar year and tried to acquire a bullpen pitcher, or basically the Yankees have tried to do literally anything to their bullpen whatsoever that's somewhat of a major move, outside of very recently, it's been a massive flop. Clay Holmes looked phenomenal, was one of the best closers in baseball until he realized that he no longer wanted to be good at baseball, and lost his closing spot as he rightfully should. Now the Yankees have a bunch of questions for the bullpen and not a lot of answers, as Sports Illustrated highlighted. Now, as Sports Illustrated said, Gonzalez, who's 28 years old, was acquired alongside infield prospect Jorbit Vivas in the December 11th trade. Now thinking that it might be Yorbit, I just can't speak. And that trade sent Trey Sweeney, who is a 2021 first-round pick, not 2019, excuse me, to the Los Angeles Dodgers. At the time, the Dodgers needed to free two 40-man roster spots for Shohei Ohtani and Joe Kelly. Now, Sweeney, who is viewed as near MLB ready, fit well into the Dodgers system, effectively replacing Vivas without needing to take up a 40-man roster spot until the following offseason. Obviously, Sweeney got traded in order for the Dodgers to continue to improve their team, so it made sense, no doubt about it. I know who they did trade for, but, well, kind of screwed up a video involving him and also screwed up his name, so I'm trying not to talk about it. But I was told the trade happened. It was not my fault. It was mainly my fault. But I was told the trade happened. I was lied to. I ran home from the gym in order to make a video about a guy who didn't get traded to the Yankees. Damn. That's unfortunate. But also, I probably should have researched it a little bit better, so that's on me. But look, here's the deal, guys. Wow, that was so corny, and I should, just honestly leave. See that door? I should just walk right out it, because this is, I don't even know. We're going off the rails, because the Yankees' bullpen pitching is going off the rails. I mean, waiving Gonzalez, yeah, it made sense. Guy wasn't good. Totally get it. There's not too many left-handed guys left in your bullpen now, New York. Now, Gonzalez went out there and, well, pitched poorly. In 23 innings pitched on the season, an ERA plus over 100, you don't want to see that. Whip over 1, ERA 3.86 as a bullpen pitcher. Come on, Victor. You were supposed to be our guy, our left-handed guy, and that's no longer the case at all because you're not on the team because you're not good enough. And the Yankees bullpen now has more than enough arms to get through the rest of the season, mentioned by Sports Illustrated, but there is uncertainty with who will handle high-leverage spots. The Tims are the only left-handed relief options left on the 40-man roster unless Nestor moves to a relief role in the postseason. I think waiving Gonzalez and also knowing that you have 2 left-handed guys on your 40-man roster all but confirms that Nestor will be pitching in the bullpen for the 2024 MLB playoffs. The Yankees are obviously going to be in there. Their bullpen's a huge question. Nestor Cortes theoretically is a phenomenal pitcher at some points, other times not as much, but the man can hold his own, and I think it might make sense at this point to throw him into that bullpen. It makes the most sense for Nestor more than anyone else because you do need a left-handed pitcher in there, and Carlos Rodon is back. The man went to a log cabin or something and then just became good at pitching again after losing 50 pounds in comparison to last season where he had a gut and was dealing with injuries and all that. Look, Rodon's back. Now, is he the Carlos Rodon the Yankees hoped he'd be when they signed him? No, not at all, actually. It's been a massive disappointment of a signing in every sense of the word, but he's a solid pitcher, and that's what the Yankees are asking for now because the pitching, it's terrible. It's flat out awful. Garrett Cole is their best pitcher, pitching a 3.50 ERA, and the reason that he has such a higher ERA in comparison to usual is because he's been dealing with injuries all season long. It would make sense if Cole just decides once the playoffs come around that he's just going to be the best pitcher on the planet. Like we all know he easily might still be. He's just battling back from injuries. Sometimes you have a lost year due to injuries. That's happening with Garrett Cole right now. Is it unfortunate? Sure. Is it the end of the world? No. Is Garrett Cole still an ace? Almost certainly, yes. I don't think this is the end of Garrett Cole at all. I think he's got a good 2-3 years left in him as an ace pitcher. I know he's getting a little older, but he just screams someone who is going to do whatever it takes to last somewhat long. And if you look at guys like Justin Verlander, like Max Scherzer, they lasted for a while. Now, yes, they're running out of fuel now, but they're both in their 40s. They're halfway to 80 years old. It's understandable. So I don't think that's something to really fear with Cole in the long term, but the Yankees pitching obviously is a massive question mark, and they're going to have to do something to figure it out. I think the short answer, if you're going to waive Gonzalez, who obviously shouldn't have been playing in the majors because he wasn't getting the job done, but if you're going to waive him, you go with Nestor Cortes in the bullpen. That's just what this has to mean at this point. I don't see anything else that makes any sense, but I do want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like to subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Yankees.